imagine this. You just posted a blog. Now you have to go and write your social content and get your image and push that up to social media. What if I told you we can automate all of that? One single button, publish your blog, and post your social media. Well, I got an automation for you. So here on the screen, you can see I've got a make.com automation, and it starts by watching WordPress right here. We are going to watch that for you. And when we do that, it's going to be notified when that blog post comes in, and we are going to then get that post. We're going to pull the media from that post. We are then going to go into ChatGPT, take that blog post and summarize that post. We are then going to take the summary and run it through a ChatGPT prompt to create a LinkedIn or Facebook page post for you. We're then going to use Airtable and store that information. And then we are going to post that information to LinkedIn. Now, we're going to run through this step by step real quick, but I just wanted to run through it real quick for you to tell you the process that we're going to go through. So by clicking run once, we're going to simulate the entire process, and you can watch it from start to finish. So we're going to go ahead and run it, and you can see it's running right here. It's running through ChatGPT. The second iteration through ChatGPT is running now. We're now storing it in Airtable, and it is now posted on LinkedIn. And actually, I have it posting twice to show you the different ways it will post based on the LinkedIn post methodology. So we're going to pull those up right now. So it's posting twice, and with that, when we do that, we are going to just post the text from that written social content. And when we do that, you can see here is the post. Here's a link to the blog with all of your hashtags. Now, the second type of post is a LinkedIn photo post. So it's going to take the image, the featured image from the website, and push it up here for you. So we now have the image with that same content. So I'm not saying to do this all the time. I'm just showing you the flexibility that you can do. Now the same thing applies here. We could post this to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, even TikTok. We could go ahead and script that through this, and we're going to do that in a future video, but right now I wanted to keep it really simple. So if we look through the process now, we're looking through our blog, we get that information, and make.com gives us the information. So basically, all we need from this is that blog post ID number right there. So what we do from there is we grab that post, and we're using that post ID right there, which comes off of the initial module. So you can see here is our post and all the information from it. So here's our content, and here's the blog information, and that's everything we've read there. And then the next step, we're just really looking for the media, and we need the link to that featured image. And here's our media ID. And then we come down here, it gives us the log for that right here. So this is the log that we're looking for, the URL that we're looking for of the blog image. So next step is to go into ChatGPT. And what we are doing is we are asking for it to summarize the blog post. So as it loads up here, here is our prompt. We're basically giving it the content of the blog from the previous module, and we're asking it to summarize the blog post into 2 or 3 sentences that we can then use later in our next step. In that next step, we are then referring back to our previous steps, and it's going to populate here in just a second. So basically, there's our prompt. We're telling it its role and what we want it to do, and we're using the results of the summarization from the last step along with the link that we're pulling out. And from there, we are then going to create a record in Airtable, and we are going to populate Airtable with that information. And here is our Airtable database, and here's all the information that we pushed through here. And you can see here's what we just pushed through a second ago, and here's all that information with the status. This is going to come in handy on future videos as we're going to build off of this and show you how we can schedule and create content for other platforms. All bespoke content for those other platforms that fit that type of message. So coming back to our message here, to our automation and our scenario in make.com, we're now coming into the HTML and pulling out the URL here, which we need. We're actually downloading that file because we need it, and we're going to enter this router. And right now I don't have a filter in here, but I could filter this and post to multiple different platforms here. But right now I wanted that same information to go out. So basically we're coming in here and reading all that information. Here's our social copy, and from there it's going to post into LinkedIn. And this LinkedIn is a photo post, and when we look at it, it's pulling in the social copy along with our data from our image. So once we get that in there, all that's going to post, and now you have from blog to social media in one click. And actually that one click is posting to the blog. So it's going to automatically generate. So in future generations of this, we're going to have the ability to verify and authorize the social post, make modifications to the social post, be able to post to different social media platforms, and be able to schedule those. So with that, I want you to go ahead and check out the description. I have a link in there where you can get make.com for 1 month free. That gives you, it includes 10,000 operations. It lets you try this out and check it out. So with that, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed that automation.